On air, 1, 2, 3. On air, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. On air, 1, 2, 3.
Well, Kent, we already knew IFK Helsinki was in tough when they arrived at the Spengler Cup. 3 NHL drafted players, including Jori Letra and Eero Pakarainen, former Edmonton Oiler. They weren't able to make the trip. They were injured. The top line not available to play the Spengler Cup, so that put 3 more players as the new top line. Now, Kent, those 3 players are out of the lineup. No Macchiaho, no Cody Tech, or Vincent Marlowe in this contest.
A huge blow for Helsinki. They all finished the game the other day, and for precautionary reasons, all 3 late game time decisions are out.
Late scratches for Olli Jokinen's group, which means this Fribourg-Gottéron group now charging in. Stroila, and a chance already as Sorensen just misses. This is maybe a sign of things to come as the top line for Fribourg-Gottéron goes to work early. De La Rose gets a stick on it, keeps things alive. Stroila again takes the shot, blockered away by Hoivonen. And now blown tire nearly gives an opportunity to Toronto's Sean Josling, but at the end of a shift. And they'll head to the bench. Really another giveaway by Stroila in the corner, but Fribourg able to exit the zone now. For the first time, Larson scores! Wired as he gets across the blue line, and Oliver Larson opens it up. 1:01 into the first period. The remaining Helsinki players say, take that, we're still alive.
The Danish international just steps into this and wires it. A very lackadaisical change from Fribourg-Gottéron. It all started with the save from Hoivonen on Sorensen, and then back the other way, D to D. Fribourg goes for the change. Larson gets his head up. He's got time and space, and look at this shot. Wow. Just an absolute bullet past Loic Galli, who is stunned past his blocker.
He's a 5-time world championship participant, an Olympian, and a 2-time World Junior participant in Oliver Larson. Has now scored a Spengler Cup goal for IFK Helsinki. And won't that boost their spirits after all the news that we just brought to you? Drop pass, Palmu curls, then tries to send that back down low. Puck battle there. And Fribourg-Gottéron able to exit the zone across center ice. Flipped in. Rathgeb can't disrupt Salmela, who starts them out the far side. Only to the Fribourg blue line though. Zähler down the left side. He takes a shot. Big rebound is out, but Volmar can't do anything with it. All the way down to the Fribourg end line now. Balls are bodied against the end wall. Barney gives chase. Kept alive at the line, and now into the other corner. Balls are again forced to battle and grind along the wall. Peeled loose by Lundell. Brings that around. Urvasti back to Lundell. Urvasti chases it into the corner. Urvasti tripped there, and the first penalty is coming up. And before the extra attacker can get on, the whistle goes. Helsinki already up a goal, and now will go up a man.
It looks like there might be another one, yeah. We got
There's confusion, yes.
Yeah, Helsinki's getting one for misconduct. So I don't know if it was embellished, if that's what they're calling here. Freeman, the Fribourg defender, was getting the trip.
And you're exactly right, Kent. It is a trip and an embellishment. There's another look at it. I mean, I can sort of see what's being said there, but at full speed, maybe there was a disruptive.
I think Helsinki's got a case there. The stick gets between the legs. Little break for Fribourg.
So they stay at 5-on-5, and what could have been an absolute huge opportunity for IFK goes right. But hey, they're still up a goal. They're still loving the way things have started here.
They couldn't have asked for a better start, and that was something that was a big focus for IFK Helsinki. Definitely a slow start in game one against Prague to get that opening goal off the stick of Oliver Larsson. Just sets their spirits straight early on here.
Stroila back to pick it up. Squirts out of the scrum. Into the corner it goes. Stroila again. Able to get that across to Glauser. Up the right side, but only as far as the top of the circle, then in front. Just wide of the net. Samula back to pick it up at his own blue line. Cross ice pass into the middle. Swinging away there was Karjalainen, but couldn't get it in deep. Fribourg builds again from the back. Schmid winds in his own zone. Drop passes there. Now De La Rose at center. Back to Schmid. Schmid leaves for De La Rose. Tried to pass it one more time, and that's one too many. Josling got in the way, and it's back to neutral ice. Rathgeb on the far side. Schmid will give chase. Disrupts the puck. De La Rose frees it up for Sorensen for a moment. De La Rose again into the corner. Taken down, and now a penalty going against IFK. And what a swing in momentum here in the last 45 or a minute as IFK thinks they're up a man, and now will find themselves down with 16:05 still to play in the period.
De La Rose and Sorensen going to work down low. They're a lot to handle, and it's Rocco Pizzulo, Swiss player on loan from Ambri Piotta for the Spengler Cup. He's going to be going for a holding.
Pizzulo, the only player in the lineup that's got a point prior to this game, because the goal scorer in the first one, Daniel Macchiahu, one of those top liners that isn't available.
You're not allowed to play the stick, you have to play the puck first, okay?
Face off to the right of Hovinen.
Watch your skid, watch your skid behind the red. Good one, guys.
One back to Sorensen. Borgstrom to settle the puck a little bit. Takes the shot, and that did not miss the corner by much. Sorensen just able to settle the puck at the blue line. Kapla thought about a shot that passed off, then banned on it. Had a chance to skate it free here. Malmu just chips it, and happy to watch it into the corner. Now throws a hit on the end wall. But here comes Fribourg the other way. Still 90 seconds to go. Kyle Rau with it. Rau stopped to the hash marks. Tries to pass that back to the point. Picked off once again by Hartikainen. And down the ice it goes.
Now some strong work from the Helsinki penalty killers there. Not allowing Fribourg to even set up once they cross the blue line. Very aggressive.
Ragnarsson play at center. Nearly freed up the puck. Instead, provides some opportunity the other way. Schmid holds up, finds Birchie with some room. Throws it back to the point. Rathgeb. Schmid takes the shot, and that hits a body in front. Ragnarsson's feeling that one. Schmid tripped up at the circle, no arm in the air there. And Helsinki dodges a bit of a bullet, and there's a skate blade loss. Maybe that's why there's no tripping call. Schmid has to 1 foot pedal himself to the bench. Berchi passes off, the shot by Viaska, steered away by Hovinen. Viaska with 2 in the opening game. Big rebound on that save, but Berchi was turned the other way. Berchi gets it back at the half wall. Surveys back to the point. Rathgeb unloads the pass, and the shot from the top of the circle is held by Hovinen. And some pushing and shoving will ensue after that one as well.
Yeah, please, let me do the job. Thank you, sir.
Viaska unloaded the shot on the setup by Rathgeb.
Here's a quick
That's still a trip, though.
look. Yeah, it definitely was a Viaska losing his skate blade. It was skate on skate. There's no question that was a trip. Bullet dodged by Helsinki, and then Nico Hovinen, the goaltender, had to come up with a couple big saves to keep this a 1-0 lead for his team.
I think more skate blades would come loose with the skate-on-skate contact that just happens in scrums and that sort of thing. But
Well, especially with the technology where they pop in and out now. Easy for the trainers to change them quickly, but you'd think you'd see them come off. You're right.
14-18 left on the clock. Still a 13-second power play remaining here. Face-off won by Walzer. Back to the point. Rathgeb takes the shot, saved by Hovinen. And now a 2-on-2 the other way. If they hurry, Josling will just dump it on the end wall. Tried to play it to himself, it looked like. And now the rebound is there. They score. At least they think they do. The net off its moorings. Tristan Ashbrook raises his hands, and he thinks he put it off the camera, in and out.
I think there's no question that this finds the back of the net. The big question is, how did the net come off its moorings? Yeah, it hits the big package there which houses the camera mechanics. Josling goes into galley. The net's coming off its moorings. Puck definitely crossed the goal line. And there's a conference for the referees.
With Josling being the guy, I mean, it's hard to believe that this would count.
Oh, you know what? It hits both posts. It never even went in. Yeah, look at that. It went off the crossbar and then the post. So the first shot that we had from dead on made it look like it hit the camera. The big block behind the net. And even in slow motion, that's what I picked up. But on that other angle, definitely crossbar, definitely post. Once they get that view, it'll be a very quick decision.
But even the sound in real time, that's why I assumed it was the camera. It was a thud more than a ping.
Yeah.
So I understand why they are unaware as well.
Now? Good. Perfect. Good. Hey, I want to check if the puck crossed the line.
You know, that's funny. I didn't want to say anything until I saw the first replay.
Yeah.
And then I looked at that first replay, and it fooled me. The overhead.
I mean, I guess there's the theoretical possibility that
Yeah, it would be here, huh?
if it crossed the goal line and then hit the bar.
I think.
Looks like he hit the white bar.
Yeah, that's what it looks to me as well.
Can you just show this one? Yeah, perfect.
Let's see what we have here.
I think they need a different angle, right? Don't they need to see the angle that was kind of from the right of Ashbrook when he took that shot?
Yeah, that's not the goal.
There you go.
What
You
it
just
looks
heard
like
them.
to me.
Yeah, okay. They got there eventually.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so no goal.
No goal. Confirmed. Perfect. Thank you.
Strange sequence, but they arrived at the correct decision on that one.
You know, but isn't that perfect just to hear that dialogue? And they were in no rush to make a decision. They wanted to see each angle, and I love how they talk it through.
One of the key bits of feedback, Kit, that I've seen on social in responses to some of the posts that I've made from the Spengler Cup is people loving this part of it, is seeing this discussion on TV. We've seen it in other sports. Rugby and soccer have gone to it to some degree in some sports, or some leagues, pardon me. But people love to see how it all goes down.
Yeah, I agree.
Skate behind. Jake, second.
Face-off win for IFK, but
no skate here.
they want to do that one over again. They are particular.
You know, big picture, you know, Helsinki's up 1-0. They're inches away from a 2-0 lead. They've looked very, very good through over 6 minutes of play here.
I mean, they have risen to the occasion. They have no extra players. It's international hockey, so theoretically 7 defensemen and 13 forwards are available to you. They do not have that. They have an NHL-sized roster because of injuries tonight.
First, second.
Off the draw, controlled by Yecker. Protects, shuffleboards it down the wall. Sorensen helps out. De La Rose now to Schmid. Off his stick, has to chase. Sidesteps the check. De La Rose battling with Somovori in the corner. Loose to Urvasti. Can't get around Sorensen. Ashbrook stolen from him. De La Rose got to Schmid for a moment, but feisty Helsinki players keep stealing it back. Out of the corner, Schmid gets it to the point. Zahler across for Yecker. Around for De La Rose. He centers the puck, but there was jostling to intercept. And now a trip along the boards, but no arms go up. Sorensen, he's in alone, scores! Five points in the tournament. He ties it at 1. And the ice stadium in Davos comes alive as the Fribourg fans travel well.
Now this is one confident hockey player. Refs look the other way on that one. Helsinki goes for a line change. Sorensen gets this puck in the middle of the ice, and just look at the time he takes. The leg kick, the head up. He knows exactly where he is putting the shot, up over the glove of Hovinen. So we've got 2 goals in the first period here, 1 from each team. Both horrible line changes, both top shelves, 1 blocker side, 1 glove. But Marcus Sorensen is a very, very fun guy to watch.
Almost would have been disappointed if he didn't score the way he opened up this Spengler Cup. 2 goals, 2 assists the other night, as I mentioned. With the goal now, 5 points. He was part of a 3-way tie atop the Spengler Cup scoring lead last year with, get this, 6 points. And through 3.5 periods, he's 1 away from that total. I think we know who the odds-on favorite is to lead this year's tournament in scoring. Down the right side, Ragnarsson. Drop pass off the side of the goal. Ragnarsson now again, side of the net, takes a shot. The save was made. Broken play there, Sampi helping out. And Ragnarsson nearly able to put Helsinki back on top. Salmela, full head of steam onto the left side now. Helsinki streaks in Lundell. Pass to the blue line off a skate. 1 more try on the backhand, gets it to Pizzulo. Rims it around Howard, Galley out to meet it. Back down low. Farney gives chase. Hit there by the 3rd member of this line as well. Farney digs it free. Past the stick of Lundell. Chip to center. Odd man rush here perhaps as well. Balzer gets it late though, doesn't get a chance to put it on goal. Balzer again gets over his stick. Nicolette holds up at the circles. Down low, Balzer only got a piece of it. Zahler pinching down from the point. Thought he could play it to himself in the circle, but was held up. And now a call against Zahler as he takes down Lundell. So a march to the box here in the first 9 minutes of this hockey game. Try to get the goaltender up, but just as he gets there, whistle goes. We're coming back to a power play next. Back inside the ice stadium here in Davos. A 1-1 game. And all sorts of drama. The top line goes MIA for Helsinki, and we mean they are not in the lineup tonight. And yet Helsinki opens the scoring, nearly gets another one, and now they're on the power play to retake the lead if they can. Jason Atkinson, the Cumberland, Ontario native, goes back to the point. Urvasti, cross-ice pass. Palmuth wanted to take a shot off an ankle, back to Atkinson. Urvasti, high slot, floats a shot on goal, loose in front! Sompi scores! Sompi and Farney both on the doorstep. We'll get a second look. Sompi celebrating like it was him, and he leads his team to the bench.
Well, again, just getting pucks through from the point. As you mentioned, Sompi's there, Farney's there. Sompi gets the first whack at it. Galley makes the first save, but really great strength from Sompi here. Keeps his feet, keeps his balance, creates a little separation from Glauser, gets one whack. The second one rattles.
Ooh, I don't know. There was
a netminder.
Might have been another stick there from Farney that gets it. We'll get a nice look here. There's two from Farney, or from Sompi.
You're right. It might actually be Farney who put that one in. It looked like the second one from Sompi was saved as well. Either that or it caromed off a Fribourg defender. Nonetheless, it's a 2-1 lead for Helsinki.
So a power play goal. Yeah, Sompi inside the building for now gets credit, but I think that might get changed. We'll see. An attempt to get a good shift going here for Fribourg to bounce back as they did the first time. Jostling though, the other way. Ashbrook denied from a tight angle. Summervori. Ashbrook digging along the side wall to the blue line. Jostling with the second effort, nearly kept it alive. And a nice shift from that line. They peel off on a change. Under 10 to go now in the opening period. Samala back to pick it up in the corner. Spins away from a check. Flip to the top of the circle. Harjalainen couldn't get it in deep. We'll get a second chance at it here. On top of Yecker. Pass to Borgstrom is there. Makes a nice move at center, creating some space, but now they're offside. And Helsinki gets a chance to reset. Samala to Pizzulo. But the faceoff will come all the way down here on a crease violation as Samala was being monitored there.
Another look at this goal. One whack from Sompi. This one comes out. It goes off a stick.
It goes off a stick. Whose stick?
There's about three in close quarters there.
I don't think that'll tell us.
Does look like it could be Farney. We'll wait for the official call, but a great power play goal. And one person that was instrumental in that was Jason Atkinson.
Top from the right side, hits a stick, goes behind the goal. Helsinki's away once more. 9 minutes left in the first period. Urvasti joining the rush there, but loses it. Stroila behind his own goal for Fribourg. Maximilian Stroila. Room disappears on him. Oliver Larsson, one of the goal scorers for Helsinki, steals, but his pass to Atkinson is beyond his reach. And it's an icing call here against IFK Helsinki. 8:39 to play in the period.
You can definitely make the argument about adding a little bit of youthful exuberance into this lineup for Helsinki. We mentioned the top line is out. That meant some youngsters get their chance. And I think a little bit of energy, a little bit of speed that they bring has got this team off to a great start here.
Schmid lets it get past him to De La Rose. Schmid again to the top of the circle here. Spins away from one check, but a couple players draped all over him. And Sompi And Larsson back behind the goal. Larsson gets a touch. Not enough though. Kapla sends it right back down low. Ragnarsson stuck in his skates. Lost it behind the net. Schmid now tries to feed the crease, and Sorensen just put it right back through the other side. Ackerson breaking up. Makes one move. Nearly got right in on Galle. Kapla dances to center. Tried to chip it in deep, only got as far as Salmela. Schmid checks on him. The pressure's on Salmela, but able to wind his way out of his own zone. Pass up the left side. Somervori turns, drops. Ashbrook trying to curl and drag, didn't work. Pizzulo intercepts the breakaway pass to Birchie. Birchie's skate now with an interception of its own. Somervori holds, dumps it in on Loic Galle, who holds on. 7:20 left to play in the first, and Helsinki has a lead. A 2-1 Helsinki lead over Fribourg-Gottéron, the defending Spengler Cup champions here in Davos. A massive surprise given the long list of injuries by this Finnish club. Their would-be first line never made the trip, and their acting first line all out tonight with injury. But they've got a lead here on the champs. To the end line, Sprunger behind the goal. Sends it back to the point. Yecker has to use his skates. Sprunger swats that behind the net. Marchand taking out his man, can't come up with the puck. Balzer with a touch there at the blue line, can't keep it in. Stuck in skates just in front of the IFK bench, and it might have jumped up. But they blow play down here, 6:43 to go. Is maybe some frustration. You get the feeling maybe subconsciously Fribourg took this team a little lightly and they're upset they're down a goal.
You definitely get that sense. And it was funny, Blake, you know, whenever we've covered games in this tournament, some teams right off the puck drop, there's that animosity almost from the first whistle in front of the net. Other right. Take a little build, and I think maybe a little frustration we're seeing from Fribourg to start here. A little bit of conversations, a little bit extra shots after the whistle. That might just build up as the game goes forward.
Out of the corner. Wowzer's dispossessed. Sinivori sends a pass through the crease. IFK regroups at their own blue line. No! Sinivori hit hard. He got into the zone. And here they come the other way. Shot from Rau, or passed through the slot. Kapla does the same. They're just kind of throwing these pucks through, but nobody there on the other end of them for Fribourg. Lundell stuck behind the goal. Rathgeb there to pick it up. Kapla carries up to center for Fribourg. Chips it past Salmela. Pizzulo slowly waiting, knew the forecheckers were there. Dug free though, and now Helsinki heads the other way. Salmela chooses the left side, gets it back. Waits for a little bit of a change. Palmu streaking down the right side. That did not miss the crossbar by much, as Petrus Palmu nearly added to the lead, and that one came out for an offside call. 5:26 to go in the first.
Well, Semla, the veteran defender for Helsinki, when he's got the puck on his stick, he's just so smart. He's the one that kicks it out wide to Palmu. Petrus just misses that on the short side, trying to go high glove. You know, Helsinki scored 2 in this first, but they've also had a handful of really good scoring chances as well.
White.
I guess we call this the top line now for Helsinki. Palmu bodied at the center ice line. Can't advance it. Mellart getting a shift now for Helsinki as well. Pushed off the puck, and here comes Fribourg. Freeman dumps it in. Berchi holds it up in the corner, puts it off the side of the net, straight back along the goal line, and a puck battle ensues. Ashbrook is hit hard. He didn't have the puck, and the referee saw that. Interference call coming up here against Fribourg, and another Helsinki power play.
Hey, we just talked about frustrations from Fribourg. Well, this is case in point. For about 10 seconds, Andrea Glauser was tied up with Larry Mellart in the neutral zone. The play had gone in to Helsinki end. They were still jabbering at each other in the neutral zone. The linesman had to separate them. And what happens just about 5 seconds later? Well, this is Mellart and Glauser earlier. Glauser didn't like that helmet to chin, and then he went and lays the big hit. Results in a penalty.
You there? Okay. I got it back.
So can they extend the lead late here in this opening period? So Mervori gets a touch on it. Lundell to Ashbrook at the half wall. Ashbrook decides to take the shot. Traffic in front, so Mervori couldn't get a piece on it. And Josley kicks it back out. Ashbrook, glove saved by Galley. That close to a 3-1 first period lead for Helsinki, but the Fribourg goaltender is up to the task.
Well, just a seeing eye pass from the corner. Ashbrook did a good job selling his shot like he was going to go blocker. Said he went glove. Galley followed it the whole way.
Ashbrook tried to win it back. Instead, it's into the corner beyond Somervari. Josling pinching down, but it's a good clear by Fribourg. 90 seconds to go on the power play. Ashbrook absorbs the check. And Helsinki try to break out of its own zone here. Turned away once by Schmid. And he's still on top of Ashbrook. Finally, some space here for Larson. Onto the left side. They gain the line. Lundell pushes that to Josling. Josling tucks it back for Larson, one of the goal scorers here tonight already. Josling waits, side of the goal. Somervari tried to swing it on his backhand, never got there. Ashbrook and Somervari now trying to free the puck from the end wall. Yecker back to the point, and just beyond the reach there of Oliver Larson. Josling waits in case he could have snuck in on a breakaway. Instead, on a backhand pass, it's tipped out. 35 seconds left on the IFK power play. Urvasti all the way up to the line. Just in, but a soft pass is intercepted momentarily. Now alive again for Farney. Dropped by Palmu, and an easy clear to neutral ice. Atkinson waits. Palmu holds up. Trying to beat it in front for Farney. Sompi chops at it, drops into the feet of Farney. Ambitious pass to the point is intercepted and now into the bench. And they're asking the whistle to go here, but the whistle's not gone yet. Finally blown as 3-4 seconds went off the clock. The puck was in the bench.
Well, I immediately looked up to see how much time was left on the power play. There was only 3 seconds. But what had happened was this puck bounced at mid-ice and caromed all the way up right into the bench. No one saw it. Well, the bench obviously, but the ref and linesman didn't.
It hit them.
And so there should be 3 seconds left on the power play. I don't know if they're going to put that back on or not.
Hillary Mellart came out to make the case, wearing the C here tonight. But the power play will remain over. No seconds going on the clock. Face off to the left of Loic Gallet. And Santeri Hartikainen in to take the draw here for IFK. Off the back wall, Rathgeb peels it loose. Sorensen's pass intercepted. Starting in once more is Helsinki. They're kind of coming in waves, aren't they? Hartikainen to the blue line, but now tipped over. Salmela sinks back into his own zone, receives another pass, and looks up ice. Sako Salmela continues along the wall, eventually squeezed out by Schmid, but his pass goes to the point. The shot is there, rebound, and covered up by Gallet with 2:07 to go here in the first.
Any way you look at it, this Helsinki team has been a handful for the Fribourg defenders. Fribourg having a tough time getting through the neutral zone with possession. And then you made the comment about Helsinki coming in waves. They continue to attack. And Loic Gallet has been called upon several times.
Senivory won it. Lundell tried to kick it to his stick. Unsuccessful. Biasca makes a move. Looked like he was in alone in a diving defensive play. Made to save the day, but still the puck almost found its way in. Biasca again denied. Another chance perhaps. Lundell tries to get the puck out of there, but only as far as the blue line. Biasca a handful on this shift. Glauser below the line. Can't come up with it. Borgstrom now. Borgstrom stops. Glauser at the circle. Stroila. Holding. Trying to spin away. Finds a little bit of space. But a weak pass there by Rathgeb. Stolen back by Glauser. Glauser backhands it in deep. Birchie lets that go through for Biasca. Balzer, fresh off the bench, couldn't receive the pass. And Helsinki will finally get the puck out. Best shift in a long while for Fribourg-Gottéron. A minute to go here in the period. Helsinki with a surprising 2-1 lead. Decimated by injury, but they're rising to the occasion. Kapla chased back behind his own goal. Josling causing some havoc. Will get another chance at it and is successful. Josling curls, drag, weak shot, rebound was there, but Ashbrook couldn't tuck it home. On the backhand and didn't get all of it. Third attempt, blocked once again by Mellard. Finally, on the near side wall, a little more success for Fribourg. Coast to coast, Marchand. Now grabbed as he gained the slot, and the fans, you can hear, want a call, then a little bit of a trip. They want to call on that one too, but the referees, they want to get in the room for a rest. They've been busy here in this period. Urvasti dumps it in, and time will expire on an eventful night already here at the Ice Stadium in Davos.
Yes, indeed, and it was a perfect start for IFK Helsinki. Early on, the slap shot goal from Oliver Larsson, that stunned Fribourg. And then after that, it was a great goal from Marcus Sorensen, his third of the tournament. But Fribourg found themselves down 2-1 late in the opening 20 minutes, and that's where they are after the first period of play. We'll see how they rebound in the coming 40. love watching Sorensen play. Like, he plays so different than like your typical player. Like, there's so many times where puck's coming up here, and he should be on his way, yet he's circling way behind because he doesn't really like what he sees, and he wants them to drop it back. And when they don't, then he's just like, but then he's so smart. Then he goes and tracks the puck and takes 3 strides and done. I know. Yeah, he's way back. And then a lot of times, that's what I mean. Like, a lot of times he'll circle back, but when he doesn't get the puck or it doesn't come back, and they dump it in, like there's a few times like Strula rushed and then dumped it from center. He's like, he's basically skating up the ice like, what?
That Millard has been a nice addition. Like, he's big and he's physical.
Yeah, he's 36 years old. He's
in the ice. Check.
I guess, right. Still having his Otto Sompi's goal, but the only thing I'd say is that last one we shot, you saw it go like it was about that high on the ice, and so just like for it to bounce off the stick, like it hadn't been propelled that way. But I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was so rattled. Because I literally waited till that one replay, and I swear to God it went off the middle of the box. Like, so then I'm like, oh, it's in. And then the next one, I'm like, whoa. Not me.
Buffalo Sabres 8. Canucks got stomped by the Sharks, I saw. At home. Oh, really? Yes. Pedersen back? Here's a question for you. And I think both guys do it, Sorty, like sort of just like play-by-play, and then whoever does the radio, who I can just pass. Like, they both want to say Elias Pettersson and Elias Pettersson, whatever like this. Like, I don't know. Can we not just call one of them equally 40 and the other one, you know what I mean? Like, listening, it's painful. I'm like, yeah, it's like, but I don't know if they've been told or if that's just how they want to do it. Like, just think about how difficult that would be. I don't know. Yeah. That's just equal, right? Whatever. Well, anyway, because when I listen, especially on the radio, I'm like, is Elias I don't know. That's what I mean. But having a slight,
Kent, everybody knows about the next man up in a sports scenario. We certainly saw that from IFK Helsinki in that opening period. It's one thing to do it for 20 minutes. We'll find out very shortly whether or not this can be extended by Helsinki through the rest of this hockey game.
100%. And I think an answer we're going to find out very quickly as well was that more IFK in that first period playing really, really well, or was that Fribourg maybe taking their opponent a little too lightly?
Both coaches a chance to reset their teams a little bit in that intermission, and we'll see who takes the upper hand as Sommervori gets labeled from behind. Josling holds up, top of the circle, left it there for Ashbrook, stripped of the puck by Jakob de la Rose. Former Montreal Canadian helps to get them going in the right direction. He's got it again across the blue line, puts it on goal. Right pad save by Hoveden, might have been more hard than it was. Sorensen tries his shot and it's off a skate and wide. Good start here for Fribourg. An early takedown as the referees examined that and found no offense. Borgstrom a little aggressive. Kaplan now. As they come in waves again. Biasco with this shot fought off by Hoveden. Borgstrom looking for Biasco in front. He scores! Two the other night. One in the second period here, and he's tied it up at 2.
There's been a theme of shoddy line changes. That's how this one starts. We won't see that first shot from Biasca. Bjorkström makes a terrific play on Ragnarsson, beating his check out of the corner, and then a nifty little pass on the backhand through a stick and a skate. Biasco with his stick on the ice, ready for it. Beautiful finish there. Past Hovenen, who had to make a really good save right before that on Biasca. That was upon the entry on that line change we were talking about.
A nice couple of nights here for young Attilio Biasca. From Switzerland, 22 years of age. Former Halifax Moosehead, former captain there as well. And he's back into a scoring lead for goals, that is, in the tournament with his teammate Marcus Sorensen. And we'll find out now what the answer is from IFK. Was it just a good 20 minutes? Kaplan saucers out of the corner and a quick pass past Rathgeb. Ushered towards the goal by Marchand, but off a skate wide. Balzer trying to dig it loose again. Nicolet on his backhand. Held up there in the corner. Zulo couldn't pry it free. Stick came up there. No call again though. As Glauser regroups at center ice onto the left side. Glauser again. Backhand pass, maybe one too many. Nicolet was on the back door, but good defensive play in front of Hoveden. Icing now against Helsinki as they are on their heels to start the second period.
Fribourg definitely a new look team to start this middle 20. There's a great look from behind the net. Bjorkström beats Ragnarsson, and then Biasca does a really nice job freeing his stick up there to put it past the netminder.
First, second.
Shots on goal were 12-8 at the end of the first. It's now 12-11, and Biasca has 2 of the 3 shots. He's up to 5 on the contest. Centering pass for Sorensen, just got through him. And Sorensen looks like a step above pretty much everybody in the tournament right now. That's how good he's playing right now for Fribourg-Gottéron. Ashbrook pushed off the puck rather easily, makes a desperation play, got it to Josling. Josling, top of the circle, takes a shot, steered away. And a chance for Gottéron to break out of the zone, only as far as the line, not out. Sommervori chases it down once more to Josling, tough angle, still has it. Tries to get on a wraparound, denied once more by Galle, and the net off his moorings and tempers flaring.
Hey, Lucas! Hey, boys, very good. We're good, we're good. Line is here.
All
We
sorts
stop
of
doing this
emotion
shit. What the fuck?
as things ramp up here on day 3 of the Spengler Cup.
Well, it was Sorensen and Ashbrook that came together. And I don't know if there was some exception. Did Ashbrook try a little Michigan play there?
He tried something.
He tried
Look
something
here.
from behind the net. No, he didn't do that. He just pulled it.
A backhanded wraparound, I think.
But for some reason, Sorensen went right after him. And then Mellard, who's been in the middle of everything, they see big number 11 get in there. He goes right after Sorensen. And we talk about a slow build to create that animosity. Well, it erupted pretty quickly there.
Good ref cam vantage point there.
We're good.
And they may spend some time sorting things out here.
I mean, I don't know how you give one team an extra here. From our vantage point, that really does seem like it should be evened up. Question is, what infractions do you give?
Joslin and Ashbrook sitting down for sure. So the North Americans being slapped on the wrist. The American Tristan Ashbrook, and again, Toronto's Sean Joslin. Is it just Marcus Sorensen? And honestly, Helsinki might almost take that trace. If you're going to take one guy off, that's the one you want off. Joslin being given an exit. Now, is that to the bench or is that out of the hockey game? You would think just to the bench. Wasn't anything too egregious in there.
That doesn't appear as though he's heading down the exit or anything.
Joslin has been set free. Not often you see that. And again, credit to the officials for, making one decision and then having a talk and saying, nope, actually, you don't have a penalty. You don't see that often on the other side of the Atlantic.
Yeah, you really don't. And we've been privy to their conversations, to hear them talk things through. It's been a wonderful insight.
So Sorensen appears to be getting an extra 2. Or are they just slow in getting both penalties on the board? That might be the case. No, there is a second player going there. So I think that might indeed, Attilio Biasca will perhaps serve that additional 2 for Marcus Sorensen. Best player in the tournament and a little feisty, as we found out.
There's a look at Vasti and Mellard. Mellard kind of towers over a lot of players.
Out of all that, Helsinki power play. And a chance to once again retake their lead. They've lost it once, got it back, and we are tied at 2 right now. Barney dropping for Palmu. Stripped. Sompi has to come back for it. Sompi guarding against the check there of Marchand. And already 30 seconds off the power play and some miscommunication here for IFK. Sompi couldn't receive that pass. Down the ice it goes, and that's going to be an icing call against Helsinki. And they were handed this good fortune and have done nothing with it for 38 seconds.
Yeah, nothing with it. I don't think they've gotten past the red line yet, center red line. Oh, maybe a chance to regroup. We just saw a look at Jason Ekison there. He's on loan from Geneva, and of course yesterday was his first game all season. He started on the 4th line, but I think as Olli Jokinen got to watch him play, he said, yeah, he's okay. Well, he's moved up the lineup, and so much even today, quarterback in the second power play unit.
Off the end wall, that one squirts out in front, a chance on right on the doorstep there. And Ljunggren, who has seen almost no playing time, almost popped one in there on the penalty kill. Three and a half minutes of ice time so far here for Ljunggren, so making his presence felt. Joslin lost it at the blue line, and Palmu sends it all the way back onto the goalie. Spectacular penalty kill, nearly offside at the line. Joslin just got in. Palmu to Larson on the far side. Looking for Josling. It's waist high. Helped out by Lundell. Palmu to Larson and stripped of the puck. Helsinki back to retrieve once more. Lundell will have to work for it though. So you got some competition there from Balzer. IFK across the center ice line, gaining the zone. Josling at the circle, couldn't even put it down low. They are coming undone a little bit here at Helsinki. 2-2 game, but some of the crispness of that opening period has been lost. Lundell on the backhand, trying to put it in front to Mavori. Tried to pass it to Josling, but cleared at the last second. Back to even strength is Fribourg, and what was ultimately a very nice looking penalty kill. Just a little flurry at the end there. Samala to the blue line. Couldn't get it past. Nothing connecting. Pass is just off right now as the pressure's up from Fribourg. Rathgeb sends it right back in. IFK can't get any further. Nicolay had a little pressure. Now finally across the center ice line and a chance to change for Helsinki. Battle along the far wall. Seppala and Karjalainen can't come up with it. Quick change for the fourth line. Long stretch pass. Doesn't connect, but Rathgeb now down the wall. Nicolay's in front. Rathgeb almost picked that top corner. Has it again. Rathgeb looking in front. Ljunggren was there. Off a body and wide. Rao along the blue line. Takes it off the half wall. Kepla at the circle, thought about a shot. Bodies went down. Rao below the goal line. Mishandled the puck. Nicolay pinching in to help. Rao gets it again. A little touch pass. A good one to Ljunggren. Setting up the shot. Blocked in front. Zeiler couldn't get it through the mess of bodies. At center ice once more. Dumped in by Freeman. From the depth in Fribourg-Gottéron getting some time here in the middle part of the contest. Straight up the middle, errant pass, and it's an icing call. Zeiler couldn't find a target.
Blake, one of the questions we asked before the game was how Helsinki was going to play against the speed of Fribourg. Well, it definitely took 20 minutes for Fribourg to bring their feet and their quickness to the game, but we've seen it now to start the second period. And case in point, that was about a minute and 20. Offensive pressure, working the cycle, winning pucks, winning the races to the loose puck, moving it quick, and creating some chances. We just saw the replay of the shorthanded opportunity. That was just getting up ice in a hurry and creating a turnover. So something to keep our eye on as Fribourg seems to have their feet under them.
And that was, all that possession was with the third defensive pairing and the fourth line doing the work. So a big boost for Roger Ronberg's squad to get that sort of time from the depth on his squad. Back the other way. Borgstrom blockered away by Hovinen. That's a big save to keep his team in this. But how much longer can they do it? Ragnarsson back in his own zone. Borgstrom back looking for more on the forecheck. Did that find the stick of Fardy? He wasn't across center ice, and it's another icing call against Helsinki.
Well, it's a real nice breakout here. Quick transition up ice. De La Rose to Bjorkstrom. That's a tough one-timer. You're going at pretty much full speed, and it's out in front of you.
Bouncing too.
Bjorkstrom does a pretty good job, really, to get his stick on it. Good save from Hovinen there, but yeah, that's a tough one-timer. You're moving forward, the puck's in front of you, and you're cocked on your off wing, so you're ready for the one-timer. You're not in a backhand position to try to gather the puck.
Balzer can't bring that puck back, so Helsinki breaks up quickly. Lundell darting down the left side. He's hit hard as he gains the zone by Stroila. Glauser down. Holds up in deep. Finds Stroila on the near side. Trouble with it, though. Stroila can't get it up the boards. Josling to Ashbrook. Takes the shot. A good save by Galle, who has the post sealed. Zulu can't seal the blue line, though, and down the ice it goes. They say it's an icing call. It got right through Pizzulo.
Well, good reply here from Helsinki. Ashbrook and Jostling. They've been a handful. Of course, they were the ones at the center when we saw that melee a few minutes ago. They're back to work down low.
Pazzullo, incidentally, a Swiss player on loan. Ambry Piotta allowing him to play here. Again, part of that injury issue there. And he's been visible for the Finnish side. Pazzullo again down low. 77 takes out 76, and Glauser on his backhand. Rink wide pass to Sprunger. We'll sort it out when we come back. 11:48 left in the second period. 2-2 game. Back inside the Ice Stadium here in Davos. Locked in a 2-2 draw. Fribourg-Gottéron, the defending Spengler Cup champs, though, with all sorts of momentum in the middle stanza here. And Kent, you wonder how much longer Helsinki can hang on here.
Well, they were certainly on their heels the opening 8 minutes of the second period. Fribourg just seemed to be gathering more and more steam. Not a bad rebound, maybe the last minute of play from Helsinki. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
Kapla gave it away. Sompi put it in front, but only got as far as the very edge of the crease and sent down the ice. Looking for a draw weight. No icing. Rathgeb now dumps it into the corner, knocked down, almost onto the stick there, Birchie. Rathgeb, bouncing puck, and Rathgeb is having trouble, and he knows it. He slams his stick down. He's been fumbling the puck a little bit. Sompi on the left side, rink-wide pass, glove down by Palmu. Ackerson is there to help him as well. Ackerson goes for a change. Palmu now gets to his feet. Sompi sees it, can't make a play with it though. As time winds down in the corner, and the officials just won't blow the whistle in this situation here. Finally, Palmu away with it to the point. Larson, Palmu takes a shot off a stick and into the netting, and in front, a takedown of Rathgeb, who is absolutely irate, and he's taking swings at him. Mayhem here in Davos. Yannick Rathgeb incensed. A cross check in front of the goal is what sent Rathgeb into that tizzy.
This is going to be interesting how they sort this out. Otto Sompi just leveled Rathgeb with the cross check. Immediately after he did it, you could tell he was trying to get the hands, and he was apologetic. I think you can even see on his face. He's like, I didn't mean that, but you're responsible for your stick. That's 5. There's no question. But is this going to be 5 in a game here, this reaction? I got to think it probably will be.
You're talking for Rathgeb now?
Rathgeb, yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how the refs sort it out.
I mean, it could be 5 in a game for both.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I was to make a call right now, I think they're both going to get the door.
And as the replay plays in-house here, the Fribourg fans are kind of ecstatic with Rathgeb's reaction, and you can see the damage done, you would presume, from the stick, if not from his own visor, collapsing into him.
Yeah, I think we're pretty safe to say that Sampi is going to get given the door.
Yes, sir.
Rathke, TBD.
I know. Yeah.
And
you
we'll
don't
see
have
how
to
kind they'll
discuss
be
it
to
very
Rathke.
long.
Oh,
Yes.
my goodness.
Yes, I hear you very well.
So we have a possible cross check from number here on Glauser.
Yep.
It's too late.
Here it is.
Okay.
It's a 5-point game, guys, I can tell you.
Okay. Just make one.
I play it.
Bam. Okay.
Bam.
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So on fait comme ça. Ouais. Tac match pour lui. Et puis deux plus tac match. Deux pour.
Very quick conversation as the referee official upstairs just says, it's a 5 and again, trust me.
On a ici, là, on a lui.
But they didn't address Yannick Rathke's future.
Graben gegen Fribourg. 5 Minuten.
Yeah, the voice you heard make that call, you mentioned it, Blake. That was the upstairs replay official. He made the call. He knew that cross check was 5. But yes, we've not heard what Rathke's penalty will be. Springer doesn't seem happy, so maybe that tells a little bit of the story.
And you get the feeling both nights are done. Sampi heads to the room.
There's only 5. Oh yeah, they're showing 5 for Fribourg right now.
I mean, it just can't be that it's only. I mean, it just can't. We'll see.
Well, it could be that that Sampi's out of the game, 5 in a game, and then Rathke maybe just got 5, and he's still in the game. You can see Roger Rundberg. He's almost laughing at the at what he was told from his captain. Oh no, there goes Rathke now. So well, that was what we predicted right from the get-go. So I think that's the right call.
That is, yeah, I mean, you have to be in control of your reaction and your stick, and neither player was, so that's the way that it crumbles. But is it going to be a power play for Helsinki? It's an additional 2 here for Rathke. That's the way it boils down, and that's why Fribourg cannot believe their fate here. An additional 2. We'll wait for it to be posted here.
And unfortunately, we never heard that discussion.
No. No announcement. But it ends with a Helsinki power play. A cross-check to the face, and they've got a man advantage to show for it. Larson at the blue line. And the fans are letting the officials have it. Josling at the circle takes his shot off the stick and over the bar. Far side. Ashbrook guided on front by Lundell and now down the ice.
Well, that is a nice save from Lloyd Galley. That's a bang play in front. He does a great job to keep his pad flat to the ice and against the post.
Ashbrook to Lundell, just onside. Lundell still has it, tries his shot, a floater. Galley has to be careful now. Loose puck in front and clear down the ice. They survived the first 45 seconds. Here comes Helsinki once more. Stretch pass onto the right side. Curl and drag. Ashbrook wires one. And a cross check from behind there from Sorensen as Ashbrook took the shot. And that one will go unpenalized.
And remember, those were the 2 that came together behind the net when the first melee took off. And nice little shot from Sorensen there. So Ashford certainly takes exception to that.
We're down to 1:06 remaining on this Helsinki power play. Again, it all comes to pass because of a cross check to the face from a Helsinki player. Can they capitalize with the good fortune? Barney had a chance there for a moment to the blue line and kept in. Barney again. Urvasi onto the right side. Barney lets it get through by accident, but Palmu still has it. Urvasti back to the right circle. And Atkinson can't get that cleanly back to a point person, and Palmu and Urvasti play some catch. They break out with 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Offa skating into the bench. 9:02 in the period, 28 seconds to go on the power play.
Well, you can see Sorensen continues to try to be a thorn in the side in Helsinki. Physical game is not typically part of what we see from Sorensen, but again, maybe some frustration spilling over. But the big story here is Helsinki just really can't get anything going on the power play for the second consecutive. Now they've got a face-off deep in their own territory.
Face off to the right of Hovinen. And a lot of discussions happening in this game. The officials will need a lozenge. 2-2 though. All the drama is still there to see if Fribourg can indeed win this group. They need a single point to make that happen. Off the draw to the end wall. Mellart into the corner, and now breaking down the right side is Palmu. Full head of steam for Petrus Palmu, the former Vancouver Canucks draft pick. Holds at the circle. Atkinson tries his shot off a stick, well off the mark. Stroila poised down low, gets the pass away, and now the clear down the ice. And the penalty is over, back to 5-on-5. And the tempers remain here. Birchie and Biasca tying the puck up in the corner. Birchie out of the corner. Kapla lost control of the puck off the glass, and it went on top of the glass for a moment, just caught a piece of the netting, so they blow play down. 8:13 to go in the period.
Well, I was just about to say, let's see if cooler heads prevail now that we're back to 5-on-5, but maybe not, as Biasca just has words.
So we can tell you, Rathke was not 5-10, it was a 2-5-10, needless to say. The roughing call, the fighting call, and the game misconduct. I said 10, the game misconduct.
I don't know how you establish the two part, unless that was before the cross-check ever happened.
Biasca out of the corner to Kapla. Point shot is there, blockered away by Hovinen. Still alive in the zone though. Birchie being harassed in the corner, but still maintains possession of the puck down low past Borgstrom. Kapla sliding down the wall, looking for Borgstrom. Won't get there. Kapla blocks the clearing attempt again though. Biasca centers. Shot is there, they score! Freeman dancing down the left side. Rifles it home, and Fribourg has its first lead of the game, 3-2.
That's Nicholas Freeman. He's on loan from Ajoie in the Swiss League, playing his first game, and he is found all alone to the side of the net. What a pass there, backhand pass from Biasca. Freeman checks down from the top of the blue line, upstairs, just over the shoulder of Hovinen. Maybe just caught him off guard that there was a Fribourg player there ready to go, but nice look from Biasca. Wins his check in the corner, and Freeman makes no mistake.
The Finn strikes against the Finnish club, and it's 3-2 Fribourg, and what a tournament so far for young Attilio Biasca. Multi-point games now in both of these Fribourg-Gottéron showdowns. Schmid sends it ahead for Sorensen. Takes the body. Marcus Sorensen is not just the leading scorer right now, he is showing some fire. On the forecheck, Forces the errant pass. Jakob de la Rose sends it to his blue liner. Yecker. De la Rose. Kyle Rao getting a shift with De La Rose. Fanned on the pass, though. De La Rose wins it back. Up ahead for Sorensen. Sorensen, a little shimmy and shake. Gets the puck once more. Feeds down the left side. Stroila does the circle. Still has it. Now takes a shot to redirect in front. Nearly worked. Ljunggren got a piece of it. Nicolay joins him along the wall. Nicolay comes away with it. Little space. Stops in the corner once more. Looking for Glauser up top. Looks him off now. Tried to get it back to Glauser at the last second, but the pass doesn't connect, and we've got another penalty coming up. We'll tell you all about it when we come back, but a 3-2 lead for the champs.
Let's go.
Lead for Fribourg could turn into 4-2 if they're successful here. Petrus Palmu with the hook is in the box for Helsinki. And it's a big kill for IFK after a pretty miraculous start to this hockey game. 2 leads vanquished, and now they're trailing by 1. Kapla at the top of the circle. Drops it there for Sorensen. Borgstrom nearly lost it through his legs. Thought Rao was closer to him. Rao eventually got there. Onto the open wing now. Sorensen competes for it. And they keep it alive in the zone. Blind pass by Sorensen, but it works. Rao over. And now tap back into the middle. Sorensen holding. Kapla behind him. Kapla chooses not to shoot. Sorensen, he feeds it back door, and De La Rose couldn't get it in. It was so close. Now block in front of the shot. De La Rose won't get there in time as Hovinen covers.
Jakob De La Rose just looked skyward and yelled out, terrific movement here. Head up from Sorensen. He's got De La Rose back door. 8 times out of 10, I would say he puts that in. Just goes off the tip of his blade and out the other side. That really should have been the 4-2 goal. Nice puck movement from Fribourg, though. Create that play.
Still over a minute to go on the power play, and the man of the night right now is Attilio Biasca. He's out there. Christoph Berchi and Andrei Glauser. One straight back to Sandro Schmid as well. A 4th forward on the second unit. Schmid. Let's work it back to the point. Berchi, the shot. Biasca. All the way back up top. Berchi, another shot loose in front, and Sprunger couldn't find the handle. Covered up with 49 seconds to go on the power play.
And Berchi got his line mate Sprunger with this one-timer here. Sprunger, a big presence, 6'4" in front of the net. That got him square in the midsection.
Yeah, you know what that feels like. But he's on the power play. Of course, he does not want to come off the ice. He remains and helps win the puck back to the point. Glauser holding. Schmid to Glauser. Schmid finds Glauser again at the right side. Berchi now in all sorts of space. Tries to feed the slot where Spengler was sliding through, but couldn't connect. Glauser to Schmid. Schmid curls in. Down low once more. Through the crease as Schmid was sliding in. A little slow here, but Berchi takes the shot. It's blocked in front, and the clearing attempt down the ice off the stick of Seppala. This will do it. 2 seconds to go, and back to even strength now for IFK Helsinki. A big kill late here in this second period. Schmid wants to make something of it. Sorensen's come over the boards now to join in. But a break the other way, and a chance for Ashbrook. Partial break, cuts to the middle on the backhand, careening into the goal. Will he extract himself in time? He does. Play continues. Samala feeds Palmu, but off his stick and over the glass. 3:52 to go in the period.
Sorensen was a little guilty of one too many plays there. He turns the puck over just inside the Helsinki blue line. That allows Ashbrook to take off at full speed. Good job from Andrea Glauser to keep him to the outside. Ashbrook goes in, the puck stays out. But going back to the penalty kill from Helsinki, real solid job there. Fribourg looked good, but didn't get anything to show for it.
The tale of 2 periods. Helsinki full marks for how they opened up the game. Fribourg fights back here in the second to take the lead.
Ready to drop, take position.
Is there a late goal?
Wait, I
that
present.
really might define the game here
First, second, now.
before we head to the second intermission. Ackerson off the draw, takes the shot right in the midsection. Rebound was there, but covered up now by Galle.
I'm not sure Galle even saw this until it hit him. Just the way he reacted when this puck came through from the middle of the blue line. Kind of hit him, and then he reacted to cover it up.
Best chance of the tournament so far for Jason Atkinson, who's one of those lone players, so tough to develop instant chemistry. Said he'd been welcomed by the team. He's so happy to be here, but
First, second,
hasn't played in
now.
a while and have to work on that chemistry. Maybe that's a sign that it's coming. Sprunger uses his skate to leave it for Schmid. Got it back for a moment, stripped of the puck. We'll try again here. Long pass, Sprunger with the tip. Down the left side, chance of a tough angle in front. Left pad save made by Hovinen. Oh, so close to a 4-2 game. Walzer and Marchand combining to create that. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Spin down low by Zayler. Nicolay pinned up against the end wall. Helped out there by Rao. Lost it though. And IFK gets across the Fribourg line for a moment. Nicolay at center ice. Nearly able to catch Taylor in flight. Instead it's the other way. Another chance for Helsinki. Denied though. Was Hartikainen. Fourth line shift here. And they were nearly scored on, then nearly got a goal. Rao tied up behind the net. And a big hit there again on Borgstrom. Borgstrom able to get to his feet though and still has the puck. Holding was Glauser. Cycle working here for Fribourg. Glauser gets it back from Biasca. Glauser flipped to Borgstrom. Glauser again. Biasca parked in front. Biasca feeds to the top of the crease. Popped up wide. Stroila joining the fray there. Chipped it just over the goal. Berchi feeds the net. Behind the back play there by Borgstrom nearly worked. And at 45 left in the period, and Fribourg looking better and better. The clear on goal, so Helsinki avoids the icing. Glauser has to make a smart pass off a stick blade, and it's a 2-on-1 in short order. Whipped just wide off the stick of Josling, and the puck leaves the playing surface for a whistle. Josling shaking his head, wanted more out of himself there.
Well, two terrific chances from Helsinki. This one, Hartikainen all alone. Tries to go 5-hole. Instead catches the large portion of Galley's pad. And then here's the 2-on-1. Nice little pass over to Josling. And he misses. Josling, sorry. And he misses on the short side. You know, great opportunities at one end for Fribourg. Couple of defensive breakdowns, leads the puck the other way for Helsinki. And they're left scratching their heads because this could be a tie game at this moment.
Yecker, dangerous pass. De La Rose saw it coming though. Skated it out of harm's way. Down the right side is Sorensen. Sorensen tried to feather a pass in, and from a tough angle, swinging opportunity for Zähler. Sorensen again out of the corner. Pass misses its mark. A minute to go in the period. Good strip of the puck there by De La Rose, and a hard hit by Schmid. Sorensen. This top line playing with some anger here today. Sorensen. Off the bench is Kapla. Sorensen takes his spot on the blue line. Berchi to Schmid. Sorensen staying out there. Wanted that pass from Schmid. Never got there. Intercepted by Samla. Sorensen again, and just wide from Berchi. Kapla, right point. Everybody looking for Sorensen on this shift. Freeman out of the corner, wanted to bank it. Stolen by Larson. So Mervori can't make anything of that pass though. Dozen seconds to go in the period. Long pass up, tipped in deep. 5 seconds, everybody yelling the time. Might be one shot left here. Kapla couldn't find it all the way through, and the horn goes. 3-2 remains the score going into the third period, and it's a big second period for the defending champs.
Well, highly entertaining period that had a little bit of everything. We saw players from both sides get ejected. We saw 2 goals from Fribourg, the first one from Biasca, the second one from Freeman. That's where we stand right now, 3-2 after 40 minutes of play for Fribourg-Gottéron.
Well, an eventful night so far, afternoon here at the Ice Stadium in Davos, and we'll see what kind of drama unfolds in the third period. They begin 5-on-5, an important period for Helsinki. They try to get some momentum going into tomorrow. Underway here, and Fribourg trying to play like they expect of themselves, and that is the defending champions and a top team here in the Swiss National League. Into the offensive zone right off the bat, and Schmid tries to find it in some feet. Puck battle, Mellart helps to peel it free for Helsinki, off the glass and down the ice. Stroila there to play it. Gets it over to Rao. Advanced it up the wall, but both teams in a change, so the puck's just laying on the open side of the ice. Larson there first. Cross ice dump it. Quickly out once more though by Biasca. Not all the way out. Stroila will try once more. Finds Borgstrom. Borgstrom behind his back. Line pass didn't work. And on the fourth or fifth attempt, they are finally away. Biasca was offside, gets on at the last second. Freeman taken out at the end wall. A minute into the period already. Borgstrom goes in search of the puck once more. Got it. Borgstrom holds down onto his forehand, tried to feed it out front. Couldn't find a path. Birchie bodied there, the former Minnesota Wild player. From his knees, couldn't get the centering pass with Biasca. Parked in front. Got to the point and through Benoit Yecker. He now takes it at center. Yecker rims it around as the supporter section starts to feel the vibes here. Santeri Hartikainen screaming across center ice. He goes wide. Hartikainen holds up. Seppala's in front, but behind the play, Lindell couldn't find it. Forecheck is on. Little grab. No call. Lindell sweeping through. Didn't come up with the pass. And now spun around was Mazzulo. Turnover created here by Fribourg. Good play there by Salmela. Now stripped of the puck at the side of the goal. Shot doesn't get through, and the zone is cleared by Helsinki. 2.5 minutes without a stoppage. A rarity here. Sinivori. Ervesti switches sides, still can't get out of the zone. Nicolay runs into his man. Puck comes back to the point. Stroila beats it down low. Nicolay hit as he tried to make a pass. Instead, comes back to Glauser. Glauser. Stroila on the one-timer. Shattered his stick as he did. The centering pass is there in the blue paint. They pound away, but Hovinen holds his ground, and a penalty coming up amidst all that action at the edge of the crease.
Fribourg's come out here in the third period and established their forecheck early on. Started with the Bjorkstrom, Biasca, Berchi line, and then followed up from Marchand, Sprunger, and Valzer. Ljunggren gets a couple whacks at it, and then it's Eder who gets taken down. Kevin Eder hasn't seen a ton of ice time, but draws a penalty. Yeah, draws a penalty, so nice to see there. And you know, I noticed off the opening faceoff, we did not see Marcus Sorensen on this top line. Kyle Rao in that place. Don't see him again here. And we talked at length about how fired up he was to end the second period, so wonder if he's going to take the rest of the night off or there's something lingering there.
We're going to talk to him after 2 periods of play as well, and he politely declined. And you do wonder if he's even available here. Rao on the left side as they go to work on the power play. Kapla, cross-ice pass. Sprunger, long way from home. He needs to get into his office in front. Now slides in there, causes some havoc. Sprunger scores! Barbie De La Rose tucks it in. Jakob De La Rose sliding through the slot. And on the forehand, makes it a 4-2 game for Fribourg.
De La Rose missed a tap in the second period on the power play. He's a big body and a big presence, and he just out-muscles Samala here. See the Helsinki defender raise his head because he had his stick on that puck first, right here, and kind of gets his pocket picked. And very quickly does De La Rose deposit that one into the open net. And a little more breathing room for Fribourg as they look to skate to first place in the Torriani group.
16:25 is a lot of time for Helsinki, but do they have the firepower? With arguably their top 6 forwards out of the lineup, can they get 2 third-period goals here? Larson couldn't get the play moving in the right direction. It was off a skate. Borgstrom collects. Borgstrom to Biaska. The shot didn't miss the far post by a lot. Biaska had it for a moment, stripped to the puck. Ackerson feeding that puck ahead. Sinivori tucks it back to Ackerson. Will get a shot away. All the way around. Now towards goal, and Galle makes the stop as Mellart threw it on goal. 4-2 Fribourg here. Just over 4 minutes gone here in the third period.
Now we get another look at this goal from De La Rose. Kapla just puts the puck to the net. Hits bodies on the way through. It might have been Pizzullo or it may have been De La Rose. But it was De La Rose who got to it next and was able to put it in the open net to double the lead.
Stroila gets Fribourg headed in the right direction. The linesman had a spill there, and he's a little worse for wear. I seen the call, though. A little discussion there from the officials as the linesman went down. Hope he's okay.
So in talking with some members of Fribourg in the intermission, they were feeling quite comfortable. You know, even if this is a tie game, they will move to first place just because of the goal for goals against differential, and Helsinki IFK would have to win by, I think it's 3 if we do the math correctly. Prague is 1-1. They are even goals for and against.
Fribourg away across center ice. Will they stay on side? They do. Flipped in by Glauser. Ridden out hard. 2 players there surrounding him, but good work by Glauser to come away with it. The pass doesn't reach its intended target because of a slash. And Helsinki heading to the box once more. And something they can ill afford.
Valier Vasti just kind of wrapped all around Glauser, and it was the last slash there. You can see Glauser give his hand a shake. Referee picked up on that one. Vasti not happy. And I think the referee gave him the first whack. It wasn't very hard. You're down 4-2. Maybe you'd like a little bit of a grace period there, but maybe it was the reaction from Glauser.
Hey, no, I moved.
And
Let's say first.
Roger Romberg experimenting a little bit here on this unit. Ljunggren getting some time on the power play as this Kyle Rao. De La Rose rims it around for Ljunggren. De La Rose. Can he get another one here? Drop pass there. Ljunggren sweeps it to the blue line. Borgstrom. Kapla. Borgstrom to Kapla. Ljunggren at the right circle. Rao with the tip on goal. Rebound is there. De La Rose 2 whacks at it. And Hovinen will hold on. Good stops by the Finnish netminder.
I just love the patience from the Fribourg power play here. There's the little shot pass off Kyle Rao. Hovinen strong there. De La Rose gets a whack. Rao gets another whack. And then Hovinen is able to gobble it up. It's a nod of approval from Fribourg.
Sandro Schmid in to take the draw. Next unit is up.
First, second.
Back to the point. Glauser to Birchie. Corner to the point. Glauser gets it out of his skates. Biasca weakly towards goal, and Hovinen will help clear the puck. Lundell giving an effort there, but won't get to it. Biasca advances it slightly, gets the return pass at the circle, down low. Schmid, Glauser, the shot, rebound past Schmid. And Glauser tucks that back, looking for Biasca, got through him. Berchi holding, surveying, far side for Schmid. Schmid sets up the one-timer, and Biasca couldn't tuck it home as Glauser got the shot away. 15 seconds to go here on the Fribourg power play. Glauser behind his own goal. Last few seconds of this power play for Fribourg-Gottéron as Ragnarsson hits his man on the way in. Back to 5-on-5. Ashbrook barreling through. Ashbrook still has it, nearly able to tuck it in on the backhand. Larson joining the rush, pushed off the puck by Stroila. And he stick checked as he got to the line. Desperation play made there by Somervori, but couldn't get the pass away. Eder going towards the goal, in front. Pass never got there. Balzer held it in at the line. In the corner, Balzer. Return pass and chopped wide of the goal. Nicolay on the backhand. Eder goes in search of it. Now receives it in the corner. Touch pass is there. Glauser. Nicolay looking for the corner. Just miss it. Nicolay. Balzer joins in to the blue line. Not out. Sprunger just over the boards. Keeps it in. Fair bit of possession in the offensive zone here for Fribourg. Sprunger. Yecker tries a shot, hit his own man in front, loose. Somervari clears through neutral ice. And quickly they're back. Marchand to Sprunger at the side of the goal. That pass threaded through perfectly. Sprunger cross ice and nearly able to hook up with De La Rose fresh off the bench. Fribourg going to work, and then some. Stroila to De La Rose on the cycle. And stripped to the puck at the last second by Akeson. Artikainen doing some solo work on the forecheck. 11:20 to go here. Long pass ahead. Rao chips and chases to himself. Trying to strip Lundell. Keeps his hands to himself to avoid the penalty. And Helsinki finally away with possession, and De La Rose will take a penalty as he left the stick down on Lundell. And the tripping call coming up to De La Rose. Helsinki headed to the power play when we return. To Fribourg, but they're on the penalty kill now as Helsinki will try to get themselves back into this hockey game. Jakob De La Rose sitting down for tripping. It's been a yeoman's effort here by this Helsinki group. If they don't score here, though, they're going to be in tough in the final half of this period. One back to Larson, or was it? We'll redo the face-off. It's unfortunate for IFK's sake. It looked like they were headed towards something promising there. Ashbrook in to take the draw once more.
Good one. This one is perfect.
Right back to Larson once more, though, and they go to work. Instantly set up. Larson on the left side. Ashbrook in the middle. Larson. Somavori sends it over. Ashbrook at the right circle. Tries his shot off the skate of Yecker. Down low, Somavori to Ashbrook. Through him. Picked up on the far wall there by Josling, and now Lundell. All the way across for Ashbrook. Ashbrook beats the crease, and that was tipped by Lundell, but might have also hit the stick there of Zahler, and it's up over the glass.
All right idea. As Ashbrook has Lundell heeling through the middle of the ice right between the hash marks there, and that one just chips up and over. I'd say both Ashbrook and Sean Josling fared much better here today. They've had a more prominent role, and they've looked much better than their yesterday's effort.
Palmud just kept that onside into the corner, but now time and space for Fribourg to send it down the ice. 1:12 remaining on the power play. Atkinson has to move the puck quick. He doesn't. Stolen by Ljunggren and Nicolay. Ljunggren to Nicolay once more. And they're playing keep away now. Is Fribourg on the penalty kill. Schmid with some pressure now. There's finally another chance for Helsinki to break out. Atkinson. Cross ice play. Palmu now at the circle. Nearly lost that. And now he does. Varney tracking back, but won't get his man. Larson trying to defend. 30 seconds to go on the power play, but now they're defending. Schmid to Birchie. Rimmed around, and ample time and space for Zahler to sit there with the puck. Yecker to Birchie, and the keep away is back. And the fans having some fun at the expense of IFK. It has not been a fruitful power play here. Salmela, one last chance to get this puck up ice with at least the additional man. But back to 5-on-5 now. And a quick turnover in the corner. Fribourg back with it. De La Rose fresh out of the box. Kapla down the left side. Gains the zone. Checked by Pizzulo. Josling collects for IFK. Off the boards, and Ashbrook looked for a pass on the left side, didn't connect. And IFK looking a little defeated here. Down by 2 against the defending Spengler Cup champions.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think Fribourg's just kind of taken over. We talk about how Fribourg loves puck possession, to hold on to the puck. Well, that's been the case here in the third period. I didn't really expect it, while on the penalty kill, to be the case, but that was true as well.
Rao for De La Rose. To the point. Glauser all the way down, tries a shot, rebound is there. Stop made by Hovinen to Rob De La Rose. Gentle clear. 7:45 left in the third. Up the right side. Fribourg effortlessly gaining the zone, and a blocker save made by Hovinen to Rob Birchie. Borgstrom. The access to the slot unimpeded. Biasca couldn't go back post. Looking for Borgstrom. Down the ice once again. Lather, rinse, repeat. Stroila hit hard on the end wall. There's some fight now by Palmu, but nobody there manning the right side of the point. And IFK forced back. Salmela. Ashbrook dropping for Atkinson harmlessly onto Galle, who hold on. with 7:01 remaining in the third period. Still the 2-goal lead for Fribourg. Like Bryce Kent Simpson here in the third period, a 4-2 Fribourg lead over IFK Helsinki. And Helsinki sort of fading down the stretch. A fabulous first period. Made you think they were authoring one heck of a story at this year's Spengler, but they are up against a good team. On a big hit, though, there's some fight left on them. Ashbrook, a shot that hit a body and trickled wide. Palmu try to get it back to Ashbrook. Down low, Ashbrook swinging that to the open side. Miller swats it into the corner. And once again, nobody on the right point for Petrus Palmu. Ragnarsson really has his pocket picked by Eder. Palmu, long cross-ice pass. Carried in. Miller lost it. Picked up by Hartikainen. The drop pass is there. Shot on goal. A save by Galle. And a little bit of fight left as Oliver Larsson went looking for a second of the contest.
Well, here was this big hit on Kevin Eder to start the play. The puck was in his skates. Ragnarsson did a wonderful job pitching down from the blue line. And with head down, clean shoulder to chest hit there.
Hartikainen in to take the draw here in the offensive zone. 6:16 to go. Nearly split the D, but Salmela salvages it. Shot it into some shin pads though, and now blows a tire, but IFK picking him up and keeping it in the zone. Sommervori will give chase in the far corner, but has to peel off now. Here comes Fribourg. And offside at the line with 5:52 remaining. Let me ask you this, Kent. You said they have 6 top forwards that are not in this lineup, but 3 of them are at least here, including the goal scorer yesterday, Daniel Macchiahu, and their leading point getter, Peter Kotitek. If you were a betting man, the injuries they're nursing today, do they somewhat miraculously get better with a night's sleep, and are they in the lineup tomorrow?
I would feel very comfortably making that bet. Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll be in the lineup tomorrow. That's my guess. And here's the thing. I mean, Helsinki had to win, and I think it was by 3 today in order to come out of the group in first place and have a day off. So that's an uphill battle. So what does it mean if they want to win the Spengler Cup, get to the final? That means playing in 4 consecutive days. Olli Jokinen knows how many injuries his club's already had. He probably wants to try to prevent that. So by giving his top line a day off today, and maybe they're nursing something for sure. You know, he knows he has them a little bit fresher tomorrow, and then maybe in the quarterfinal, they can really turn some heads and surprise their opponent.
Well, if they have that first period effort and the addition of that top line back, they could be a force to be reckoned with. Andrew Schmid turned around in his own zone. Down to 5 minutes remaining. Backhand flipper through the neutral ice. Picked up there, and Helsinki quickly up to Ashbrook. Ashbrook turned away, line pass, and now the puck hits an errant stick, but Virchie still does well to corral it. Stroila in deep on Salmela. Stick is up a little bit, avoids the penalty, but it's back to center ice now. Full head of steam, straight up the gut. Another chance here for Fribourg in the pass. Back door looking for Biasca. Late to arrive from Glauser. Chance to exit the zone for IFK, and they do. Fribourg reloading. Borgstrom. Berchi with the tip. Nearly got it on goal. Glauser keeping it in deep. Salmela has some time and space, looks and makes a smart pass. IFK is away. 4 minutes to go in the third. Palmu. He's been active today for Helsinki. Atkinson to Palmu. Throws it to the back door. Fresh off the bench there was Ragnarsson, but only got a small piece of it. And it's out of play. 3:48 to go.
Here's a look at this. Borgstrom to Berchi tip. Just the one hand.
Ooh, close.
Put it rough over the crossbar. And hey, just maybe to finish off a point from the second period, of course, we saw Otto Sampi with the hard cross check on Yannick Rathgeb. That was for 5 in a game. Well, Rathgeb's reaction was to jump Sampi, and he got 2-5 in a game. So in talking with some of the media up here in the intermission, that extra 2, we couldn't quite figure where that extra 2 came from. Double IHF rules, if you are fighting an unwilling combatant, you get an extra 2, so you get 2, 5, and a game. So that's why it wasn't just 5 for Rathgeb.
Bellart angles his man off. Blind pass towards the goal. Picked up there by Valzer and sent back down low for Yecker, but stripped to the puck, and now a breakaway pass. Palmu in alone. Petrus Palmu scores! Gets it through Loic Galle, and it's back to a 1-goal game.
A sneaky little play from Palmu. He was hanging out in the neutral zone for quite a while. Beautiful pass onto his backhand. Makes sure he picks it up, and then in flight just powers this one through the legs of Loic Galle, the Fribourg goaltender, who got beat on the first shot and then settled down from there. But with 3:26 left here, he gets beat. And a nice shot from Palmu.
And it, again, probably won't affect the schedule, even if they do come back and tie this. The point would be enough for Fribourg, regardless of even the goal differential. But what that might do to the belief of this Helsinki team, especially if they get those 3 players back that we talked about. Now, picking up on what you just talked about with those 2 major penalties and game misconducts, Spengler Cup regulations are that is the maximum penalty given in the tournament. But there is a tournament jury that if they feel game integrity was sacrificed, they could do something more. I don't think either of those infractions meets that requirement, but who knows? Could be a different reading of it. Ashbrook survives a check in the corner, and then his pass to the point jumps over a stick. And Sandro Schmid will be the first one onto it. Helped up by Kyle Rao, but overskated it. Salmela breaking out. A 1-goal margin is all that's left to overcome. Ashbrook around Freeman, but the long reach of Freeman kept the defensive play alive. Centering pass, nobody there in gray. And they clear the zone. All the way back as time becomes an enemy. Pizzulo to retrieve. Pizzulo onto the right side. Sinivori down the, and then jammed at by Palmu, looking for his second. Covered by Galle.
Well, if you're Helsinki, you might as well just start directing everything towards the net. And we got to look at slow motion here. That was onside from Palmu, just barely back of his skate blades, still touching blue as the puck crossed the blue line, at least from that vantage point. We didn't get a close-up there, but of course.
It also barely went in. The right pad sweeping across by Galle almost guided that puck wide, but it caught a corner. Timeout called by Helsinki. They're going to draw something up. I'm sure that'll last the remaining time on the clock, what he expects out of his squad, but what do you think he's additionally telling them?
Well, I mean, my first question is, are they pulling Hovinen already? Is it going to be 6-on-5? There's only I guess there's 6 in the scrum right now with Jokinen, so.
I mean, again, the ramifications aren't huge, so why wouldn't you, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, whether you lose 5-3 or 4-3, it doesn't matter to Helsinki. So
it's an
there
exercise.
are 6 players coming.
And Hovinen is going to stay at the bench.
You know, typically, you know, the players know what the plan is when it's 6-on-5. Coach just want to reiterate roles, making sure everyone's in the right position on the face-off, and then just making sure you're putting pucks into the right area, not forcing things once you gain possession.
It also matters to Olli Jokinen side because we've been talking about their tough start domestically. They are just a couple of points out of a playoff spot right now. And when they return on the other side of the break, they're going to want to be better and win games like this in their domestic league. So all of this is practice for when they get back to league play. Face off again to the left of Galley. Ashbrook in to take it for Helsinki. Can't draw it backwards. It's a nice win for Fribourg, and down the ice it goes. Biaska giving chase. Drop there by Mellard. Ahead goes Larson, but offside at the line. And a little sputtering in their attempted comeback here.
Yeah, Larson tried to jump in the play there. And he just shot it right into the Fribourg bench upon entry. Hovinen's going to go back into the goal. The face off in the neutral zone.
He's in the starter's box, though, isn't he? He knows what his objective is. Face off win for Helsinki. Watch Hovinen. The movement is there, and off he goes. 6th attacker is on. Palmu down low for Ashbrook. Curled out in front, fresh off the bench there was Josling, and the looping puck on its edge will go for icing. It was right down the middle for a second and then found its edge.
Just a little too much curl, and it's swept away. And you know, you're up 4-3 if you're Fribourg. Like we said, for them, doesn't matter if, you know, they don't want to give up the 4th for sure, but no problem icing it.
Face off to the left of Galley here. Tied up off the draw, but dug out by Helsinki. Akison for Palmu. Inches tries to get a shooting angle right through the other side. Akison right back down low. Ashbrook, Josling, and Palmu all below the goal line. To the point. Mellard back to Akison. Akison, cross ice pass was there. Had to settle the puck, did Larson. And that extra beat cost him a good chance on goal. Minute 12 to go. Clearing opportunity here to the blue line and just out as Helsinki will have to reset in the neutral zone. Hammered it on goal on Galley. Chance to clear for Glauser. Off the glass. And down the ice it goes. Inside a minute remaining. Mellard up the middle. Passes off a skate though. And resetting is IFK. Ragnarsson tipped in just, no, not on the right side of center, they say. And it'll be an icing call against Helsinki. 40 seconds remaining in the hockey game.
Fribourg doing a wonderful job, A, preventing Helsinki gaining the blue line with possession, and B, once Helsinki had the puck 6-on-5 in the zone, keeping everything to the outside. Not a whole lot getting through to the middle, and point blank chances on Galley.
Jake, wait for him, okay?
De La Rose in to take the drop
First, now.
against Sinivori.
Second, now.
Won by the Finn. They have to work quickly here. Down the right side, Pizzulo chops it to the end wall. Kicked free there by Farney for a moment. Lundell had it. Stick came up high there. He went to the ground. Arms stay down. Puck is cleared down the ice. And it's another icing call against Fribourg with 14.9 seconds left. So it's all hands on deck here for Helsinki. One last sequence, you'd have to think, for them to get the tying goal.
Yeah, it'll be coming on a face-off win. Ashbrook's been pretty good at the dot against Jakob de la Rose.
Crowd comes alive. They've added a second on the clock. See if that proves to be useful. One into the corner. Fribourg wanting to tie it up along the bottom of the boards. Messy, scrambly play with just 5 seconds remaining. Is there a shot in them? De La Rose with a little hold on Ashbrook, and the time expires on Helsinki. Little objection with how it was officiated at the end there by the Helsinki players, but ultimately an exercise for them and a good fight there, especially at the start, Kit.
Yeah, great opening 20 for Helsinki. Obviously, the opening goal off the stick of Oliver Larsson, a terrific shot. And yeah, really, I think had Fribourg worried through 20 minutes of play, but we did see the class of Fribourg take over. Puck possession game, and Helsinki was really running from there.
Helsinki will live to fight another day tomorrow. They get right back at it, and Fribourg 2-0 in their defense of the Spengler Cup. Mark Rowe back to wrap it up after this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, test. Merci. Oh, égal. Ja, so vite. Bravo. Merci. C'est bon pour toi? Julien Spengler, une deuxième victoire, une qualification en demi-finale. Sportivement, c'est une nouvelle belle expérience. Ça donne une journée de congé en plus. Pas besoin de trop user sur les batteries.
Ouais, c'est vrai que c'est déjà assez intense comme période pour nous. Après la bonne prestation contre Prague, je pense qu'on voulait absolument gagner ce match. On l'a fait, on a eu de la peine à rentrer dedans. Mais ensuite, on a réussi à passer un peu la deuxième vitesse. On a réussi à retrouver notre jeu aussi, être plus solide défensivement. Et puis gagner, c'était important pour nous.
Une nouvelle expérience à Davos, une nouvelle semaine haute en couleur. C'est des moments qui sont quand même un petit peu à part du quotidien du hockeyeur professionnel en Suisse.
Ouais, totalement. Je crois que ça reste des matchs de très haute intensité et puis du beau hockey dans des patinoires pleines avec une super ambiance. Après, c'est vrai que tout ce qui va en dehors, c'est un peu différent. On n'a pas l'habitude d'avoir un jour de congé, de ne pas s'entraîner le matin, jouer directement le match. C'est ce qu'on a fait ces 2 derniers jours. Et puis voilà, d'être en famille aussi, je pense que c'est un peu spécial, mais on en profite à chaque seconde.
Une demi-finale, adversaire pas connu, finalement peu importe. Vous allez pouvoir vous reposer, peut-être vous entraîner un peu demain, mais penser à autre chose pour préparer 1 voire 2 matchs en quelques heures.
Ouais, je pense qu'on sait que sur des semaines comme ça intenses, le repos est hyper important. On l'a vu l'année passée, je pense que c'était un gros avantage aussi. Donc voilà, pas réfléchir trop loin maintenant, on en profiter de ce jour de congé, recharger un peu les batteries et puis on verra qui on devra défier en demi-finale.
Bien, Julien Spengler acclamé comme à Fribourg, ça doit toujours faire plaisir.
Ouais, on se croirait presque à Fribourg, il y a une grande majorité de Fribourgeois ici à Davos, c'est toujours magnifique. Je crois que déjà l'année passée, le premier match, on entend Lioba dans cette patinoire, c'est assez magique. Donc voilà, j'essaie de profiter de chaque instant et puis je crois que c'est assez spécial de pouvoir vivre ça ici.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous.
Dankeschön, perfekt.
Merci.
When you hear the rhythm, start to move.